Okay, so one positive thing about this whole COVID-19 experience is that it makes us think about the basics, what's really valuable in our lives. Because as members of the society, we are so engaged into getting involved with trying to always reach for something more, always reaching for the greener pastures, and we kind of forget about what's really important and what are the things that are necessary that we need. And a lot of times, because we are so engaged and we are so involved in trying to compare ourselves with the lives of other people, because we want to have what they have, and we want to have what the stereotype of the society for what is the meaning of success, then we kind of don't have actually time to live. We lose that time to live and to value what is really important. All right. And success is something that's very personal. It's just something that the society cannot tell you what it means for you. Although we do have stereotypes, and still a lot of people don't understand that success is just something that's very personal. Like Peter's meaning of success may be different from my perspective of success, and Angela's um, view of success may also be different from Peter's. So it's just something, for me, it's something that whatever you want. Whatever you want is, if you get what you want, then pretty much that's success. But, you know, society kind of has this stereotype for success, which is pretty much wealth based. Like if you're wealthy, if you got lots of money, then you're successful. Or if you're the CEO or the manager of your company, or if you have the most gorgeous and the most expensive car, then you are successful. All right. But it's still up to you if you subscribe to that idea or not. And the thing about it is that just don't let other people to judge the way you live, and don't let other people's judgment affect the way how you feel about your position in life. So anyway, going back to the COVID-19 thing, as I have said, it has affected a lot of us, not just economically but also emotionally and socially. We have lost a lot of those connections because of the restrictions. And in fact, a lot of us depend on traveling. We love to travel, but because of this COVID-19, that has kind of stopped us from um reuniting with our friends and going out there and traveling. So it has really put a lot of changes in our lives. But at the same time, when you're not so busy thinking about proving to the world about what you're worth and what your value, then you become busy actually just breathing and kind of living, and realizing about the most important things in our lives. And some people may think family is the most important thing, but then again, that's also something that's quite personal, because some people are also just comfortable being alone. Some people don't are not very attached to their own families. That what's valuable to them is that serenity that they experience and they feel when they're being alone. But then, like I said, even that can be challenged when you're so challenged by um this pressures that you have to be successful, that you have to be always like. And then the setback of that is that you get super stressed and you get super pressured once you engage, and once you get involved with that kind of thinking. Yeah. So like I said, in any catastrophic events, in any events that have some negative impacts in our lives, there is always a silver lining. There is always something positive. It's like a lesson that can be learned out of it. And I believe that that's just the way the universe is set. I believe in the theory or philosophy of yin yang. Like there's the totality of everything. The totality of everything depends on the interaction of the good and the bad, the positive and the negative. Like we cannot all exist and survive in all positive things. We need these negative experiences in order to foster, in order to continue, and in order to grow. And maybe this experience with COVID-19 and the other things is just kind of a time in our life. Because remember, prior to that, it was the height of materialism and industrialism. And we were so engaged in this, a lot of the marketing things, commercial things. We kept buying new cell phones, we were so involved with all this material things, and then COVID-19 happened. It's probably the universe time of kind of tapping us, you know, hey, stop. Um, Stop and take a break, and take a moment for yourself and just realize that happiness is not purely based on material things, that you need to take a break and just breathe and relax and enjoy, because everything is already provided to you by the universe. You don't need all these things that you're so much stressing about, right? So there you go. And I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinion about my introspection about this whole thing. And of course, like everybody else, I also wish that it's just gonna get over soon. Everything's gonna get back to normal, and that our politicians, government officials, and whoever is the leader of this whole pandemic thing is gonna reach some kind of agreement. Like an agreement that's beneficial to everybody, like a middle ground. Yeah. Bye bye.